So, what's on your mind today? What are you thinking about?
I would want people to know that we have firmly and surely entered the era of behavior.
In this interconnected world, behavior matters more than ever and in ways it never has.
And it has profound implications for how we govern, how we lead, and how we operate our institutions and relate to other people.
The word outbehave is not a word in the dictionary.
The very idea that we can use behavior as the source of advantage is quite new. My colleagues and I get out of bed every day to make that word not only become part of the dictionary, but to make it part of the dictionary because it has come to commonly describe the new habits of mind, the new habits of behavior. We are thrust together technologically and through communications technology faster than we have developed human frameworks to get along, to collaborate and understand each other.
We have become so connected that we're frankly, ethically, if not morally, interdependent.
We now live in the era of behavior, and in this interconnected and interdependent world, it's not about asking and answering the how much question, but the how question. We have used the word how for many years. How are you? How you been? How's your day? How much? How many? How much revenue? How many sales? And that's how as an adverb. The how that I believe the world really needs to contend with and embrace and see as a lens to look through is really how as a noun. It's an ethic of human endeavor. It's a platform for connection. It's a way to behave. And when we see how as a noun, as a thing, an ethic, a philosophy, or a lens, we start to innovate in how we think about approaching the world, how we think about approaching relationships with others. And we start asking and answering different questions. How am I going to engender trust in this relationship? How am I going to relate to a supplier? How am I going to relate to society? How am I going to relate to future generations? How are we going to connect and collaborate so that together we can make the kind of progress we deserve to make and the world needs?
How are you going to scale your business? In other words, how are you going to become too big to fail? And my idea is that it's the wrong question.
Too big to fail is the wrong question.
Wrong question. The right question is, how are you going to scale your values?
There are two types of values. There are situational values that govern my behavior in the situation. So here's a set of rules for this situation and a different set of rules for that situation, and carrots and sticks are used to guide us to do that which we can and can't do in those situations. These are the values that shape the behaviors that in many ways got us these repetitive crises. In contrast to situational values are sustainable values.
Sustainable values are the values that literally sustain human relationships.
They inspire us to behave in ways that are sustainable. Sustainable values are the human values, the values that really allow for deep, lasting, enduring relationships. Heraclitus said that character is your fate. The more your character is formed by and rooted in and shaped by values, then the more you will have the character to live how. So life's a journey, business is a journey, it's all personal. And the idea that it's just business is NA, not applicable to the 21st century.